the 2K Sports pregame show.
Two teams, only one ring. Welcome to the finals on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith here to tip off the final chapter in this year's NBA story. It's game one of the finals. And the series being hosted in Salt Lake City for tonight's game as the Jazz will be going up against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the Bulls, after a clean sweep in the conference finals, they seem to be a team of destiny. The joy of an NBA championship almost within their grasp. And if you haven't been watching the playoffs, shame on you. Tonight, game one of the NBA Finals. Shaq, what does one of these teams need to do to capture the championship?
Well, they got to stay level-headed through the ups and downs.
Hey, let me finish my question, will you?
Well, I knew what you were going to ask, Ernie. That's why they call me Shaq Stradamus.
Okay.
Anyway, stay level-headed through the ups and downs.
Kenny, how about you?
Well, you know, big shots always determine the champion.
Shaq, how about you?
Don't get baited into dumb
Kenny,
fouls.
how about you?
No, don't be stubborn, Ernie.
And don't get suspended. Don't get suspended.
Oh, yeah. Let's go to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for our opening tip.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Utah Jazz. And it's Chicago to start out. And what a great feeling as the NBA Finals, with so much anticipation leading up to it, are finally going. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Harper's out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Rodman. Then there's Longley. And it's Pippen in its small forward. Jordan. Rebound by Hornacek. And it's Utah's ball. The feed now to Stockton. Finished off the break. Stockton's got his team on the board to start the game for the Jazz.
A nice little way to take the early lead. I see the effort, already pushing the action, trying to establish a presence.
He had a nice open look right there.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did catch up with Utah's head coach. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations and shoot the jumper with confidence. They feel that's the key, Kevin.
Thank you, David. So their focus is squarely on the opponent today, in particular that defense they have to contend with.
And I just wonder if they'll try to solve the problems this defense poses by keeping the tempo quick, trying to strike early in the shot clock.
You know, I think a more patient approach would be smart. Concentrate on shot selection and ball movement rather than tempo.
Now, here is Russell. Picked by Ostertag. Russell passes to Stockton. Back to Russell. Malone in the high post. The Jazz working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. Nice work there coming off the screen.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Here's Jordan. Banked in off the glass. Jordan's got his first points of the night.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Now, here is Russell. Back to Hornacek. Over Jordan. Stockton outside. Ostertag is screen on Harper. Harper against Stockton. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Tries again. Here's Ostertag. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Dennis Rodman picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Antoine Carr, he's checked in for Malone. Keefe comes in for Brian Russell. Anderson, he's checked in for Jeff Hornacek. And Isley subbed in for Stockton. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Williams, he's checked in for Longley. Simpkins comes in for Dennis Rodman. Kukoc, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Ron Harper. Kerr kicks to Jordan. Over Anderson. Drains it from 17 feet out. Jordan's got his second bucket. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bulls lead by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again. Jazz trail by 3. Keefe is out there with Carr. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Isley. And it's Foster in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second.
Woo, you know that's one he liked to have back. Point blank range, and he missed it.
Jordan inside. He's against Anderson. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. So it's the Jazz now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Isley, defended by Kerr. Pass to Keefe. Here's Isley. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Chicago leading by 3. The drive by Jordan over Anderson. Here's Williams. And another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Williams has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bulls.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Isley. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. 1:39 left in the second quarter. The drive by Jordan. Utah with the rebound. Over to the left wing. Anderson wide open. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 1:21 left now here in the second. Jordan against Anderson. Jordan kicks to Kerr. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Kerr's got his first bucket in this one. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. So Utah ends up going with a new group. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Luke Longley's checked in for Williams. Rodman comes in for Simpkins. Pippen's checked in for Jordan. And it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. Up again. Luke Longley grabs the miss. The Bulls leading by 3. Kukoc dishes to Rodman. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Rodman with a screen on Stockton. Harper. Malone with the block.
2-for-1 territory, but they got to work quick.
This is where the play calling comes in. Let's see what they got.
Stockton's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Right side Rodman. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Bulls shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. It's stolen by Rodman. And stolen by Malone.
and quarter's almost over. You don't want to give the ball back here.
Gotta be smart about it. Even if you miss, you want to leave no time on the clock.
Here's Pippen. Here's Rodman. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's the Bulls. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, we certainly hope you enjoyed the first half. There's nothing like the NBA Finals. I'm Ernie Johnson with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Looking at the Bulls, they knew Game 1 might be a hard-fought struggle, and tonight certainly has been that. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half to try and capture a 1-0 lead in this championship series. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, it's always a little bit of a challenge playing on the road, but they came in mentally prepared and physically prepared. The energy in the arena was fierce, but they didn't cave in.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. Utah trailing here. So for Chicago right now, they've got Pippen. Jordan is out there with Harper. Then it's Rodman. And it's Longley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Hornacek passes to Malone. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Hornacek for the lead. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Jordan. Now the Bulls with it. Pippen with it. He's picked up by Russell. And here's Pippen. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Dishes to Harper. He kicks it to Rodman. And stolen by Malone. Stockton against Harper. The pass to Malone. For the tie. Doesn't go that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Lobs it up for Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Chicago leading. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Lets it go from the wing. From deep. And it's Malone with the rebound. Pass to Hornacek for the lead. Ostertag. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Outside Pippen. He dishes it to Jordan. From the baseline. And the shot is good. Jordan's got 8 points.
The mid-range area, perfect place to use your size advantage.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Stockton. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Stockton's got his third bucket of the night.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset. So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half, just taking what the defense allows.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Left side, Jordan. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Bulls have shot 2 free throws and they're 1 of 2 so far. Free throw, good. Longley. A different look for Utah. Antoine Carr, he's checked in for Ostertag. Anderson comes in for Brian Russell. And Isley subbed in for John Stockton. Chicago also making some changes. Kukoc comes in for Jordan. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Harper. Anderson the screen. Isley the pass to Anderson. Kicks to Malone. 14 feet away. That shot off the mark.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bulls lead by 6. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Malone. Isley is out there with Hornacek. Then there's Anderson, and it's Carr in at the 4. Goes back up. The shot's good from Rodman. Rodman's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bulls. Jazz trail by 8. Pass to Carr. Hornacek outside. Malone against Williams. Lets it go from 11. Malone can't hit. Here's Pippen. Rodman sets a screen. Pippen kicks to Kerr. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pippen against Hornacek, feeds to Kerr. Outside, Kukoc. Pippen for 3, bangs home the trifecta. And the Bulls lead by 9.
The defender was pretty much helpless right there. His man had a clear height advantage, and he got the exact kind of shot he wanted.
And the Jazz with some changes. Greg Ostertag, he's checked in for Carr. Russell comes in for Anderson, and Stockton subbed in for Isley. The Bulls also changing it up. Longley's checked in for Williams. Jordan comes in for Pippen, and it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that timeout, the coach of the Jazz talked to his team. He told them, it's time for you to fight to get this lead. Let's bring this one home. Guys, we'll see if they have what it takes to get it done. To you.
Clearly a foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. For the Jazz, this one's not looking good. Stockton dishes to Russell. He feeds it to Malone. Over Rodman. And there's Karl Malone on the assist by Russell. Malone's got 4 points this quarter.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Hornacek with the steal. And now Utah, fast break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Michael Jordan. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
High post shot. Good work defensively by Hornacek.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Russell, no luck.
Lazy defense against a good score. Turns out not to matter.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Oh, you can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from 3, and he didn't make it.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And whatever play they run has to be quick.
And with time working against them, even if they make it, they need to foul right away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, it's a dejected group of guys. I mean, they've got a lot of pride, and it just hadn't happened for them here tonight.
The most important thing to remember, it's not over, but they have to step up on both ends to have a chance.
The dish to Foster. Pass to Isley. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Get out, Jordan! Get out, Jordan!
Anderson against Jordan. Oh, and it's over. The Chicago Bulls are the new NBA champions.
What a moment it is right now to see the team who plays so well together enjoying this NBA championship moment.
Well, guys, it is amazing to be here to witness what happened tonight.
And seeing this team come together over the course of the season and on into the playoffs, what a joy. I mean, there is no better champion the league could have asked for.
And a pleasure here at 2K Sports to be with you all season long. Good night, everyone.